Hi, I'm Mugo and I'm a dog lover and very happy to be here also.
Hi, I'm Penny and I'm a dog lover and I'm happy to be here too.
Hi, I'm Anita and I'm a dog lover and I'm here to support other dog lovers.
Okay. And if you've been watching us, you know that these guys are young dog lovers. And the best thing about such an event is that we get to learn. We are all here to learn. So what are your expectations today? Why are you here?
So actually this is the first time we come to a dog show which is this like official. We've been to others, but this one, like, we really wanted to know how the dog shows go, what happens, the criteria and everything. This is such a humongous opportunity even for us to know how to do it, because we'll soon also go and get some nice registered dogs, and all those things are so important that you don't get to know this information unless you come here yourself and you see. And it was actually absolutely amazing. And I see the judges, how they're judging and everything. They don't even care about where the dog is coming from and everything. They're just looking at the exact how the dog is. And so I'm very excited about this. Like, it's the first time I see such amazing GSDs, such amazing dogs, their posture and everything, and you can only see that here. So yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
2 dogs presented in the ring, 2 dogs of reasonable type. The winner is this number 400. The main difference between the two is the strength of the head and the masculinity, which you can all see. This one have a very masculine head with a short muzzle, very good skull, very good and strong foreface. This one not so much. So that's the main difference between them.
But actually you're seeing the real dog now when they're shown like this. You're seeing the real dog, the real movement, and so it's not bad to judge them like this. Having said that, they both should have a little bit more rear propulsion. That's the motor of the German Shepherd dog, and that's what they're both lacking a little bit. But in terms, we qualify the dogs in most parts of the world, and the maximum qualification in this category is very promising, or promising, sufficient, insufficient. So the first dog for me is very promising, and the second dog promising, because the head is never going to change on the second dog. So the first dog has the masculinity, so that's the main difference between them today. Okay, thank you very much.
Anita, are you learning?
I've definitely learned a lot. I've definitely seen so many beautiful dogs, learned the different criteria that the judges are looking for. So I'm looking forward to also registering my dog so I can also be part of this club.
Okay.
So yeah, so this is an absolutely a wonderful opportunity. We also get to, in such events, you get to meet other dog lovers and people who actually know their work so much. Like we were talking with some of the guys here, and they have so much knowledge. They've been coming to each dog show. They tell you, oh, you're supposed to do A, B, C, D. Like wow, okay. So this is not a joke, but it is so, like, you see the passion in the breeders, in the people who bring their thing. You are seeing people run around and calling their dogs. I didn't know that's how, like, there's so much motivation there. Like, it has really motivated us. Like, that's where we want to be.
So large, strong and substantial.
Like I always say, that when we grow up, we'll be there. You see, already very soon we want to actually register ourselves to this club, because it's just amazing. I want us to be there, to be represented there, and to actually compete, because it's just amazing. Like, I'm very excited about this. Yeah.
You've never seen people run the way you've seen people run today?
Yeah, it's the first time. Like, I was seeing people calling their dog, and the passion and the hit they had, like. They had their toys, some even had some vuvuzelas or whatever running all around, and I was like, what's this? Like, you can really see, like, it's a very high competition.
Finally decided for the 386, a large, strong, masculine, substantial, well-pigmented dog, a very good type. Perhaps a little long in proportions, but a really masculine head, which impresses. Very good proportions from the chest depth to the length of the foreleg, which normally in long coats is lacking. A very good reach of neck, good wither and correct overline, somewhat short in croup, very good angulation of the fore and hind quarter, not quite correct in front, but very correct in the firmness of the hocks and elbows. The dog presents himself quite well. Actually, the longer he went walking, the better he tended to look. The second dog, a very medium-sized, medium-strong dog of very good proportions, very firm and dry. The main difference, as you can see, is the strength of the head. German Shepherd male has to have a masculine head, and that's the main difference between these two. Anatomically speaking, the second dog is very harmonious in its general construction, with a very good wither and overline, somewhat short in croup, very good form hand angulation, correct in front and behind, with very good movement, very much coordination, a lot of propulsion from the hindquarter.
They're really doing everything to be the top dog, and it's not even just the dog itself, it's also the handler. And the judge actually said it so many times. It's more about how you handle the dog. The dog can be the best dog, but if you don't handle it well, he actually loses some of his, value or something. So yeah, this actually tells us we have to have good dogs, good breedings, and also now we have to also learn ourselves how to handle that dog so that it's at the top form.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, people, if you are a lover of the German Shepherd breed, this episode is for you. So let's go and get to see the dogs and get to see how it all goes down. I'm your girl, Linda Kenyita, and this is Dog TV Kenya, the best documentary channel for all dog lovers.
The class from 12 to 18 months, very disappointing class. I've judged them so far as I would if everything was okay, but everything's not okay. The first dog is mono, only have one testicle, cannot win the class. The last dog has no testicles, but anyway he's going to be in that position. So if we talk about the anatomy, first of all, the first dog is medium size, medium strong, very good type, very good pigmentation, very good proportions, attractive head and expression, nice colour, very good overline, on the limits of hind angulation, very good fore angulation, very good movement, a little bit loose in hocks and elbows, but anatomically the most pleasing dog in the class. Cannot win the class, but if we were judging normally and he had the both testicles, he would be the winner. The second dog, a grey dog, large, medium, strong, firm and dry, good head and expression. The eyes should be a little bit darker. Normal wither, firm back, short croup. The front angulation is okay, the rear angulation is balanced. The dog lacks a little bit of harmony, especially when he's walking. He lacks a little bit forward reach. But generally speaking, he complies mostly with the standard, and he's complete. The third dog, black dog, solid black dog, standard dog. Large, medium, strong. I don't like the head. He has too long in the foreface, no stop. Firm and dry, normal wither, firm back, short croup, good form, very good hind angulation, good chest proportions. A little bit too short in proportions, and therefore the movement will never be fluid. The rear drive is not enough. And the head is just not acceptable. first one is a really good dog. Over medium size, masculine, very good proportions, very good head and expression, very good wither and overline, and very good placement and length of the croup. Very good angulation of the fore and hind quarter, with very good movement. Little to separate the first two dogs. A thing of personal preference, but the first dog in the fast round was more reaching and movement, retained the overline very well. It should be just a little bit narrow in front, and the chest should be more developed, and the hock should be a little bit firmer. But generally speaking, a dog of very, very high quality at international level. Congratulations, first place with the qualification, very good. First dog, large, strong, substantial, very attractive colour, very good head and expression, and really exemplary forehand angulation. It's a very good upper arm placement and shoulder, a correct back line, somewhat short and steep in croup, good chest proportions, and I mentioned at the beginning of the day normally the long coats are short in forelegs. He's not. Very good chest proportions. Is a little bit narrow in front. The hock's also a little bit close. Movement, walking, he holds his overline very well. The trot could be a little bit more convincing, but generally speaking, a very good looking German Shepherd dog, the type we're looking for. Congratulations, maximum qualification of, I think these are over 2 years old. Yes, so he can get the excellent grading. Okay, congratulations. Second dog, very attractive dog too, over medium size, medium strong, very good pigmentation, very nice head and expression with a black mask and dark eyes, very good wither, correct back line, no raising of the back line, no dipping of the back line until the croup, which is short and steep. The upper arm is of good length, but should be better angled. Very good hindquarter triangulation, a fraction short in the forelegs, and the pastern should be firmer. He's actually more correct coming and going than the first dog, but I gave him the chance to win the category with fast round, but nothing happened. And that's the fault of the handler, you know. The third dog doesn't have the attractive colour of the two in front, but it's by no means a bad dog. Medium size, medium strong, very good head and expression, a little bit short in neck, normal wither, correct back, short and steep in croup. The upper arm should be longer and better angled, very good and strong hind angulation, correct in front and behind, very good movement but lacks a little bit more propulsion from the hindquarters in movement. So with a little bit of love, excellent grading too. The next dog, anatomically speaking, is probably the most harmonious in the class. Hey, can you pose the dog? Very harmonious when you look at him from the profile. But the German Shepherd dog, one of the main features of the German Shepherd dog is a pair of erect and correctly positioned ears. And this dog have the left ear slanting inwards, destroys completely the expression of the dog. Anatomically speaking, very good dog, with a very good overline. The upper arm should be better angled, very good hindquarter triangulation, the croup is rather steep. But standing, the dog is very, very harmonious, very pleasing in stance, but we cannot accept the ear like this. So the grading, very good. The next dog, as I mentioned earlier, is a little bit too short in proportions. Normally dogs which are, he's a little bit short in the neck, a little bit short in the proportions, and when they're like that, they're always short in the movement, especially the front reach. So the dog is firm and dry, medium size, medium strong, should be a little stronger, a little bit more masculine. He's firm and dry. The upper arm is of good length and good angulation, the hindquarters too. But when they have this short proportion, whereby the height and the length of the dog, the proportion is wrong, they can never move fluidly. And that's the case with him. Just cannot put it together in movement. So, the open class, this is where the top males should be, but it's not the case. So the first dog, good looking dog in general appearance, over medium size, strong, substantial, good head, the ears a little bit wide set, short neck, good wither, correct back, short seat croup, very good angulation of the fore and hindquarter, good chest proportions, he's a fully matured dog now. Movement is balanced, coordinated, should be a little bit more effective. Grading excellent. Second dog we already critiqued in the last class, he got excellent. The third dog is over medium size, strong, substantial, good pigmentation, but the dog has a very flat wither, the back should be firmer, the hind angulation is not okay, the croup is steep, and in movement, nothing. The dog doesn't coordinate, and the movement is really not what we're looking for. So the second dog already got the excellent grading, the first dog gets the excellent grading, and this dog gets the qualification of good. Okay, the third dog. Very good looking dogs, all of the correct size, correct height, very good heads and expressions, good pigmentation. So now it's just a matter of the personal preference as to which dog will win the CC. But you can see the three dogs are all very similar in type, very correct to the standard. So the CC winner today is the junior dog, this one here, congratulations. And now please bring the second place from the category of this dog. I mentioned in the verbal critiques in the class from this dog that the first three were of an international standard. That is why he's the winner today. Lots of potential, a really excellent young dog with very high quality, which I mentioned earlier. Very good construction, very good head and expression. If I was critical of one thing, it's the carriage of the tail, which should be more correct. And now we'll choose the reserve CC dog. So these three dogs, go around, please. Came in to compete for the reserve CC. I already mentioned that I thought the junior class was the best class of the day, so he gets the reserve CC.
Well done!
It's not a fault to be young, and I can see a lot of potential in these two young dogs. That's the reason why I selected the pair of them to be the CC winner and the reserve CC winner. Congratulations to the breeder. No idea who it is, nor am I interested. I judge the dogs. I'm not interested in the handler, the breeder, or the owner. So these for me are the best two dogs of the show today. Congratulations. Here you can see the difference in proportions. The first female a little bit longer in proportions, the second female rather short in proportions, and it manifests itself in the movement, and that is due to the difference in proportions between the first one and the second one. The first female, the young guy, did a really good presentation, so give him a round of applause. Thank you. Disappointing class, 12 to 18 months old, 3 females present in the category. The last female wanted to bite my shirt, so she had to go out. The first female, 369, medium size, medium strong, a little bit too short in proportions, good head and expression, the eyes should be a shade darker, normal wither, correct back and short, very short croup. A little bit deep in chest proportions. First place with the grading of promising. Second female is too big for a female, a little bit too long in proportions, a strong head, normal wither, correct back, short croup, long steep upper arm, good hind angulation, but in movement she drops on the forehand and doesn't have sufficient rear drive in movement. So the 2 females get the grading of good because we're in the 12 to 18 month class, so the qualification is good for these 2. Category of over 2 years. Disaster. We have big ones, small ones, long ones, short ones. The first female anatomically is probably the best, but too short in the front legs. Too heavy. Second female, too light, steep in the upper arm, no movement. Third female, the same, good chest proportions, no movement. The fourth female is too small, very unusual, but too small. So really a very disappointing class, and they only get the qualification of the first 3 get the qualification of good, and the fourth female insufficient because she's actually not big enough for the standard. So a really disappointing class. I'm very surprised that the females are such a poor quality because without good females you cannot breed. So it doesn't look very good for the future as far as the females are concerned. So I'm sorry to be so critical, but that's just the way it is. So that's the end of the class. Very calm, very relaxed. Doesn't have the female that he needs to have to present, but you should keep trying because I think you have a lot of potential as a handler now. Okay, so congratulations. Women class females, another disappointing class, but the first place female 375. Is the best one, a large, strong, substantial female of very good type. The foreface is a little bit long, otherwise a very good expression, normal wither, firm correct top line, somewhat short in croup, very good angulation of the fore and hindquarters, firm and dry, and she has good movement. She's the first one to get the excellent grading. The second female is a medium-sized, medium-strong female. The head in general should be stronger. She's firm and dry, a little bit too short in proportions, but she maintains the top line very well in movement. She has good rear drive, a little bit restricted in the front reach, correct in front and behind with good movement. Qualification very good. The third female, 364, over medium size, strong and substantial, very good head and expression, good proportions, a little bit flat in the wither, the back should be firmer, and the croup should be longer. Good fore and very good hind angulation, correct in front. Also in the movement she doesn't hold the top line very well, and the rear drive should be more effective. The fourth female, far too short in the forelegs, too heavy, over medium size, good head and expression, the back should be firmer, the croup is too short, good fore and good hind angulation, but in movement she just doesn't retain the overline at all in movement. Far too heavy, far too short in the forelegs. Qualification excellent, the first female, very good, and good for the 387. So disappointing open class, just two females present in the ring. I know the second female is very attractive, very glamorous, but she cannot walk straight, neither in front, nor behind. Okay, hey, up and down. Diabolical hindquarter action, and totally incorrect fore action. Unacceptable. I don't care how nice they are in stance, how glamorous they are, how pretty they are. If a German Shepherd cannot walk on 4 straight legs, it's got no value. Okay? That's the reason she's in second place. The first female is a plain female. She doesn't have any glamour. She's not that attractive, but she's far more correct. Very strong and substantial, good head and expression, normal movement, but she's absolutely correct in front and behind. So when you're judging, there are some basic things you have to take into consideration. And a dog that cannot walk properly has no breed value. I don't care how glamorous they are, how pretty they are from the side, it's got no value. So I've spoken today about the overangulation and the dogs that cannot walk properly. A guy in the street could see that and say there's something wrong with that dog. See, I'm not impressed with the females, and I actually considered not to give the CC today, but these two females are more than reasonable in quality and type, and you can see in the movement that the second female moved better, so she gets the CC. Congratulations. And the reserve CC to 370. The Sire's Progeny class, the father is in front. He was the winner of the open male class. He's represented by progeny from 4 different mothers. The second dog was second in the 18 to 24 month class. The third dog was third in the mid-limit class. The 364 female was in mid-limit third place. The 380 was in the limit class third place. Minor limit third place. And this female was second in the open female class. So when we're looking at a progeny group for a sire, we're looking if the dog can produce in certain ways better than he is himself. And this is a very good dog. He was the winner of the open dog class, but he has 2 very, very good sons. So for me, it's a positive male reproducer, sire. The progeny in general have good difference in the sex characteristics between the males and the females, good proportions in terms of these two males, exemplary heads and expression with very good pigmentation. The females are a little bit disappointing compared to these two males, but in general it's a positive group for the sire, and therefore I would say that he's a dog that has had a positive influence on the breeding here, and this is very important for the future breeding. Normally we only have a sire's progeny group in a Sieger show or the main breed show, so when you're judging a Sieger show or a main breed show and there are progeny groups, that can alter your decisions in the judgment, because you have the opportunity to see, in this case, what the male is producing. I didn't know until right now they were going to have a progeny group. So if I had seen the progeny group, or I realized that there was going to be a progeny group, maybe the decision for the CC may have been different. You understand? There's a difference between a normal show where you're just judging the dogs that you presented and a breeding show where you're qualifying the quality of the male reproducers or the female reproducers. So the final analysis, a very good dog with a very positive progeny group, and therefore a dog that could be continued to be used in the breeding here in Colombia. Congratulations to the owner and the breeders of these dogs. Congratulations. Un applause.
En Colombia.
So what is the contest about? It's trying to show the whole family how. So the male is
to 24-month class. 3 dogs presented in the category. The first one, Superstar. Absolute top young dog, 317. Large, strong and substantial, excellent proportions, very good head and expression, perfect overline, very good croup, perfect front angulation, a little bit pronounced in the hind quarter angulation, perfect chest proportions, and absolute top young dog. Congratulations, first place. Second dog, 334, a large, strong, substantial dog, a little bit exaggerated in the hind quarters, otherwise very pleasing general construction with a very good forehand, correct top line, steep in the croup, very good chest proportions, and also very good movement. The third dog is a large dog, very good head and expression, firm and dry, normal wither, correct top line, short croup, short upper arm, and the hind angulation is not correct. In movement he doesn't have enough rear drive or reach in front. But I have to say the first dog is a dog that can compete favourably anywhere in the world. A really top young dog. Congratulations. first dog doesn't have the benefit of a very good colour or pigmentation, but he's firm and dry, a reasonable expression of the eyes should be darker, holds the top line very well in movement, high wither, very good back line, little bit seated in croup and upper arm, pronounced hand angulation, good chest proportions, good movement. Second dog more substantial, very good head expression, a little bit too short in proportions, the wither is normal, a little bit raised to the back line and a short croup. Good fore and rear angulation, although he didn't fail the gun test, he was a little bit nervous when he passed by where the gun test was later, and the movement he lacks a little bit of rear drive. The third dog, a medium-sized, medium-strong dog, the head should be stronger, firm and dry, normal wither, turn back, rather steep in croup and upper arm. The hand angulation is moderate, but he lacks reach and drive and movement. Not impressed with the category, with the class, so only the qualification of good for the 3 dogs. So the limit class, 3 dogs presented in the ring. 3 normal dogs. The first one, a little bit more than medium size, stands in good proportions, good pigmentation, good head and expression, normal wither, slightly raised top line, rather short in croup and upper arm, pronounced hand angulation, good chest proportions. In movement, he has good reach, the drive should be more effective. Second dog, a little bit too elegant, lacks a little bit of flexibility, although he's in good proportions, firm and dry, has a good attitude, normal wither, correct back, seat croup, good form, pronounced hand angulations, good chest proportions, good rear drive, lacks some reach in front. The best dog of the class is the third one, anatomically very pleasing, very correct, good correct size, very good head and expression, the eyes should be darker, very good proportions, excellent angulation of the fore and hind quarter, perfect overline and croup. But the dog, 2 things. Number 1, he has a missing premolar number 2. And secondly, the dog didn't or reacted to the gun test negatively. And finally, he has, I don't know if he's got an injury of the tail, but his tail is absolutely dead. But a very nice dog, very well constructed, but with the problem with the gun test, I can do nothing. Okay? So the qualifications are very good, insufficient. Not very much difference between the first 2 very good dogs. Particularly like the type, size and coloration of the first one. It's a little bit disturbing in the top line, which should be is a little bit high, the middle of the back. Very good head and expression. A little bit short in proportions, with very good angulation of the fore and hind quarter with broad thighs and short hocks. Stands and moves directly in front and behind, and with far-reaching movement. The second dog, very similar in terms of quality, slightly larger dog, good proportions, good head and expression, firm and dry, normal wither. Also the back is a little bit raised, croup a little bit steep, good fore and very good hind angulation. He tends to perhaps hold his overland a little better in movement, but I think the first dog is more the type in terms of the size, the proportions and the very good head and expression. So the third dog, not quite the quality of the first two, doesn't benefit from the coloration of the first two. A big dog, a large dog with good proportions, very firm and dry with a firm back, rather steep in croup, good fore and pronounced hind angulations, but in movement he doesn't tend to hold himself together very well in the movement. So the first two a little bit above the third one, not a particularly easy decision. When I say that, it's the second dog could win without any problem. So very similar quality, just a matter of personal preference. And I repeat that the first dog is more the type that we're looking for the breeding. So the three of them get their qualification. Excellent, congratulations. First dog is of international quality, as I said in the individual in the class. Such a harmonious dog with excellent angulations of the fore and hind quarter, superb top line, very good head and expression. No doubt for me, it's the best dog in the show today. Congratulations. In second place, the Reserve CC, also I just mentioned, very good dog, very good type, and the sort of type of dog we're looking for in the breeding, as is the first. So congratulations CC and Reserve CC.
I'm your girl Linda Kenyita, and this is Dog TV Kenya, the best documentary channel for all dog lovers.